What is going on YouTube? Sorry for no uploads for a while. Been really sick this last week. I don't know if you can still hear it in my throat or not. Really sucks. But I did catch a case of the death. It sucked. I pretty much didn't move for a few days. So I'm just getting kind of back to it. With that, the weather's also been shitty. Our weather guy's been calling for about 50 degrees and sunny for the last couple of days. Just to give you an idea how well it picks up, but this is sunny and 50 degrees. So excuse me again, my throat is killing me. I'll try and get a cough drop here in a minute. But so we just got back from Harbor Freight. My buddy was supposed to come over yesterday. He was going to help me out, bring a floor jack. He unfortunately had to go into work yesterday afternoon, so the floor jack did not come. With that too, the weather was kind of like this, and I just really still wasn't feeling too great. So unfortunately I did not make a video last night, but we are back today. We did go to Harbor Freight. So I got myself a little jack. My car only weighs a little over 3,000 pounds, 2-ton jack. I know it's probably not the best thing to be using for it, but you know what? I needed a floor jack to be able to get my car off the ground. This will do it. I also got a couple jack stands. These are things that I've just needed for a while. I actually used to have a set of jack stands. I really am not sure what happened to them. I had a storage shed a handful of years ago that I don't know if they were in there or what, but they're gone. So I now have new jack stands, so that'll help a ton. And also, they were having a tent sale at Harbor Freight. I needed a torque wrench. I was kind of going to just not deal with it, but I'm not going to lie, this thing was $10. We're going to try. It's a 1/2-inch drive. Unfortunately, it is only rated to 150 foot-pounds. I cannot remember what my axle bolts are. I want to say that they're 165, so I may not be at a big enough torque wrench, which unfortunately sucks, but I have one now and I can use it for other things. But whatever the case is, we're gonna go ahead here in a minute. We're gonna get these tires off. We're gonna start taking the assembly apart on both sides. That was the other reason actually that we did not record anything yesterday. I had to call, I want to say it was 4 or 5 of the different local car part stores. The only place they could get these pieces for me, these drive shafts, or excuse me, CV axles, was AutoZone. Advanced didn't have AutoZone did. Nobody else could get them. One other place, Napa, could order them, but they would have been here longer, I think, in time away than Monday, which is what AutoZone said they're going to have them for me. So today is Sunday. This video will go up tonight of me taking the car apart. I will get those pieces tomorrow. We'll put them in and hopefully have the car back together and drive around tomorrow. But yeah, like I said, sorry that I haven't recorded it all this last week. The weather's been, like I said, really kind of shitty. We had some snow and then it got warm and it was terrible. We also had a lot of flood weather. I live on a hill, so it's not too terribly bad, but everything around is flooded out, so it just makes it a pain in the ass to really kind of travel and get places. So didn't really travel too much with the sickness and whatnot. So anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and we'll turn this around. We'll get these tires off. We'll get the car jacked up. and we'll start taking this thing apart, and hopefully we'll make some progress, get these axles out tonight, the CV axles, and they'll be ready for when AutoZone calls me in the morning. We'll go down and we'll get the new ones and get them in tomorrow. So here we go. All right, let me reiterate this disclaimer. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. This is literally me. Again, I know just enough. Like I've had my hand underneath the hood before. I've helped people out. I've watched my dad do stuff, different things of that nature, different friends, my brother, so on and so forth. I've never done this stuff before. I'm buying tools to be able to do this stuff. So I'm gonna get underneath here. We're gonna get this thing jacked up. We're gonna try that again. We're gonna get underneath here. We're gonna get this thing jacked up. We're gonna get these tires off. I'm gonna break the nuts on the axle shafts, and hopefully a couple bolts. Whatever the case, we're gonna get underneath here, and hopefully, you know, the upper control arm, it should just be a couple bolts to get that loose, lean it forward. Depending on if this is similar to the CVT or not, this will be pinned, I guess is what it's called. So there'll be a couple bolts that I should have to take out also. When we get there, we'll let you know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get it jacked up and then get the tire off, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So, got the tire off. I just need to take these brackets up here. I need to unclip these for the brake line. Unclip this. And what we'll have to do is be stuck until tomorrow morning when my brother gets here. These are both 21 inch. The biggest sockets I have are 19. Yeah, kind of stuck. But once those come out, it's actually really, this just comes forward, and then you can see the drive shaft. I need to take this cotter pin out, get that nut off there. For the drive shaft, and I actually probably should soak this anyhow because that is disgusting. Yeah, but once I get this bolt off, get this cotter pin out, it'll be free on this end. Take these two 21-inch bolts out of here. It'll be free on this end up here, and this assembly, is that the spindle assembly? I'm not sure what that would be. The brake assembly, you know, the whole 9 yards here. Everything's going to come off in one piece, and I should be able just to pull this axle. Again, I am not sure if it's going to be just clip in or if it's going to be bolt in, whether or not, you know, because of the CVT, this is a manual, so I'm not sure. But what I'm going to do tonight is I'll go ahead and get my brother as far as we can, to be able to take these two bolts. Once he gets here tomorrow, we'll pop these two bolts out. He'll have to go to work, and then AutoZone should be calling me. They said about 9:30 is when they usually get their shipments. So it was coming from Columbus. You know, we're right outside of Cincinnati. So over the weekend, they should have no problem getting that piece here. But once it is here, or rather they are here, the CV axles, we'll run down, we'll grab them real quick. Again, should just slide in. I should be able to re-put that bolt back on there, put the cotter pin in. My brother will leave, you know, the sockets and wrench for that to be able to finish that. I'll clip everything back together, put, you know, everything where it's supposed to be, and we should get it right back together. It just really actually looks a lot easier than I was expecting it was going to be. I don't see any rips on this boot over here. It probably is okay. The passenger side is the one that's clicking real hard that I could hear. I haven't taken that side off yet to even be able to see the boots, so not for sure, but like I said, I think that'll be it for tonight. I'll go ahead and get the rest of this apart like I said I was going to. Kind of clean up the area around here and get it ready for tomorrow. I'm getting a little cold laying on this cold ground. It's only about 40 degrees right now. Kind of sucks. So, and it's getting colder, and like I said, I live on top of a hill, so the wind is just kind of blasting through right now. But we'll get this together, or rather apart, and have it ready to go for my brother tomorrow. Hopefully I might go down and get some WD-40. I don't know if I have any inside or not, but I'll spray this down and get it really, really soaked, so those bolts should come right apart tomorrow, I'd hope. We'll get it off there. I'll get that other axle apart as well, and hopefully tomorrow afternoon we'll be going for a drive in the Nissan. So like I said, sorry, I think it's been about a week now since the last upload. Did get really sick, and the weather's been shit, so I apologize. Once this weather starts changing a little bit more, we're getting to that point where it's almost going to be warm on a daily basis. We're going to try and get outside more. We're going to do some things. I need to plasti dip a few things on my car. I don't like some of the chrome, plus just some wear and tear, and just to make it look a little nicer. Just kind of make it look nice for the beginning of the year. Probably need to wax it at some point in time. Vito has some really good wax. If he hasn't opened it yet, he did buy a bucket from I cannot remember the name of the company, but when I figure it out, we're probably going to do a video on that, so we'll talk about the value of the bucket and what he bought. God, he's going to kill me. It was a really cool brand too. I don't want to say the wrong name, so I won't say a name right now, but when we get that, I'll talk to him, and hopefully we'll have a video for that this week as well. But with that, I think we are done for the day. So we appreciate everybody that's come by and checking us out. If it's your first time, we appreciate you too. Thank you. Go ahead and give us the like, hit the thumbs up button, give us a subscribe. Let us know what we're doing down in the comments below. We want to know. Sorry we're being sick. Hopefully with this bad weather we'll be done with it. So with that, have a good one.